Dora Acosta. I'm a professor in UCLA's Department of Economics, and it is my pleasure to host our department's Women in Business video series. This interview series showcases the excellence of our economics alumni. Our alumni are industry leaders in finance, investment banking, tech, and entrepreneurship, among many other fields. I'm excited to speak with our guest today, Elizabeth Obershaw. Elizabeth is Managing Director at Horsley Bridge Partners, a private equity firm. She joined Horsley Bridge Partners in 2007. She was previously the Chief Investment Officer of Hewlett-Packard Company's U.S. retirement plans, investing across the major public and private market asset classes. Elizabeth holds a BA in economics from UCLA and an MBA from Stanford University. Elizabeth is also a distinguished member of our growing and active UCLA Economics Board of Visitors. Elizabeth, it's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Hi, Dora. It's really great to see you, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be here today.
If you think about our young graduates, what advice would you give the next generation of women leaders who want to pursue a career in your industry?
For women who are interested in the investing field, what people refer to as asset allocators, the pension funds, university endowments, foundations, fund of funds, they've been very supportive of women in senior roles and leadership roles for quite some time now. So chief investment officers, chief executives of these organizations. So it's been a really good place for me in particular, but lots of other women. And it's also a great place to learn what you are most excited about across the investing spectrum. So these are multi-asset class organizations where you can learn about real estate or private equity or public equities, hedge funds, bonds, you name it. And it'll give you an opportunity to see whether you're particularly attracted to any of those and want to go deep in them, or maybe you love all of them like I did and want to become a chief investment officer someday. So it was great for me. I was able to be a chief investment officer at Hewlett-Packard and then take that experience and double down on the field that I found the most interesting, venture capital, and join a fund of funds as a partner specializing in that area.
Thank you. So I know that one of the things that's very critical to achieving success is mentorship. If you think about your own personal and professional life, what difference did mentorship make?
Made a huge difference, and it started really in college. So I was very fortunate to have two professors that played a meaningful role in helping me to launch my career. At UCLA, it was Professor Susan Woodward. I took a few finance classes, including investments with her, and that's where I caught the investment bug. And then, speaking to that, like boundless curiosity, I did an independent study with her to further my knowledge in an emerging space of international equity investing. She certainly was very helpful in writing my business school recommendations, so I think she had a hand in my getting into Stanford. And also introduced me to my husband. So talk about, benefiting my professional and personal life. That's a pretty nice thing. And then Professor Sharp at Stanford GSB, interestingly, Professor Sharp has 3 economics degrees from UCLA. And I did the same thing in terms of taking classes, doing an independent study. And he definitely was helpful with my job references. And then when I was at HP, I continued the relationship by bringing him on board as a consultant. I finally referred to him as my genius on call. And we continued to maintain a relationship really with both of these people, for years after graduating from school. So very, very helpful in launching my career.
Thank you. So don't be shy to knock on doors and ask for mentorship is a great lesson. So let me bring it down to some of the things you've done more recently. And one of these has been to join UCLA Economics Board of Visitors. So can you share what made you want to get involved with your home department?
I have a lot of gratitude toward UCLA and to Bill Sharp. And so when I got the reach out about learning about the Board of Visitors in the econ department, one of your team members described to me the Sharp Fellows Program, and it felt like, which is to support students who are interested in going into investment banking. And it just felt like a natural way for me to give back, to pay it forward to the next generation of students. And what's great about the Board of Visitors is you can be involved heavily or less so depending on where you are in your life at this point in time. And so for me, this also came at a good time as I am looking forward to retiring later in the year. And I'm really excited to have something that I can give back to at my alma mater.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for joining us and sharing your experiences and career insights. We're thrilled that you've reconnected with our department, and we hope that you will inspire young women in our department to forge their own career paths.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure to have this conversation with you, and look forward to seeing you next time.